Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday the 30th of October today of the year 2022. I don't know why that just kind of went out my brain, but this is later than normal. I would have done it in daylight, but I was due to go and see my grandson Logan tomorrow because it's his birthday tomorrow. Can you believe he's 2? And my son rang me and said, we're going out actually quite early tomorrow. Can you come today instead? That was a bit of a last minute thing, so I've spent most of the afternoon visiting them, taking his presents round and stuff. So it's a bit later than I would normally like. But there it is. It's still on the right day, but just a little bit later. I have had a jump in subscribers recently, so hi to everyone who is new. I hope you enjoy what I have to share with you every 2 weeks. And you stick around, you know, catch up with me every 2 weeks on my cross-stitch progress. I have actually touched 8 projects this past 2 weeks, which is pretty good. Some it's sort of, I've touched loads, and then others, it's just a little bit here and there as and when I can squeeze it in. But let me get started. I'll show you my stamped cross stitch. I've only touched one this week, and it would have been a new start, and it is this one. Well, hey, let's fold it properly, unfold it even. Do you know what, I still never wrote where this was from either. Such a wally. It's either Newcastle or VIP cross stitch hat, but anyway, that's the one I worked on, the 3 Disney princesses. Sorry about the crinkling. It's not a massive amount. I always say that. It's not a massive amount, but let me just fold that back. I have done all that yellow and a tiny bit of black. That's actually quite a bit, really. I couldn't wait to get this one started. But there's going to be the whole thing. I can see through the fabric, so I can see what you guys can see, which is good. All the way down to there. So I think I've just folded that the wrong way. You know what? It'll work. We'll make it work. Alright then, so the rest of them are all county cross stitch kits. Let's get this one out of the way first, because this one's the no, don't fall over. This one's the most awkward. Do you know what? I haven't even got my picture here, so I'll show it you on here. It is this one, the gamer piece. Not all that R is in, but it is on the pattern, I think, because I got it the week before this last piece was due to come out, because they were already like most of the way through it when I joined. But they are both at exactly the same, my hoop's loose, they are both at exactly the same place. I've explained before, I'm stitching them twice, one for my second son, Tyler. He's, oh my gosh, he's going to be 17 next month. And then because Riley liked it as well, I'm stitching it for Riley at the same time, because I don't want to finish one to have to then go and restart the whole thing again. So I stitch them simultaneously. I'll pick a colour on one letter, and then, whoops, I will run it on both. So I'll do the colour on one, and then I'll go and do the same bit of colour that I've just done on that one, on this one. And it keeps them both level then. This is stitched on 18 count Ada, 2/1, full cross. There is bits of back stitch, which I haven't done yet. I know there's some in here somewhere, and I haven't done it yet, but I will get around to it. And I did 132 stitches times 2. I did it on one, and I only write down how many I do on one, but it's times 2. So just chuck that down there. No, don't fall over. I got a proper stash going down there. Right, my next one. This one. I'll show you before I take it out. It is this one, the lovely fox from One Day Saving. I'm so loving this cross stitch. He's so darn cute. Now his pattern's on paper, so I don't know how many stitches I've done, but it was quite a lot. I filled in all his ears. Doesn't he look just adorable? Turn it that way, get the light a bit. Absolutely gorgeous. I filled in all the ears. This is on whatever was in the kit. I believe it's 14 count. Let me check. Yeah, 14 count Ada. Whatever else was in the kit, the threads. But doesn't it look adorable? Great, now the ears are filled in. I haven't had him out in the past few days. I should be well further ahead on it than I am. And right, I need to find that. Okay, right, my next one. Now, this is one of the ones I've had a lot of work on. Let me just put that to one side. Stay. I've got all the threads in the Polly Pocket with the picture. But it's this one that I've been working on. If you follow me on Instagram, I have been so good this past week posting all my progress, which is, you know, about time because it's been months. I just forget. I get busy, get doing my cross stitch, and then before I know it, it's bedtime and we go upstairs. And then, but this week I've been really, really good. I've been posting all my progress. So if you follow me, you will have seen most of these, apart from the fox. I'm not sure if I showed that on there. Anyway, it is the Disney Villains piece. This is from Etsy, from a shop called Santa Cross Stitch. I've seen a couple of people actually who are on this. One of them, she is way ahead of me. I saw it on Instagram. She's done, I think, all of that. She's on this one now. And oh my gosh, it looks amazing. I can't wait to get over there. And then somebody else who's just started. And I'm enjoying mine, so I hope they enjoy theirs just as much. I absolutely love it. This is where we are at. And as you can see, this past week I've been, let me go this way, filling in her gloves just because the lamp's on there, and taking down all this red, filling in some of the is it 939? I think so. And like I said, filling in her gloves, just filling in all the little spaces that I've missed up here. So I like the patches of black, which are actually somewhat blue. And I think it just looks more blue because I haven't put the black around it yet. Anyway, this is stitched on 25 count 1/1/4 cross. And I've done 2,508 stitches. And I only stitched on her Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So just 4 days. Yep, 4 days and I got 2,508 stitches done. Fabulous. So she might be coming out a little bit more in the next few days because I have had so much fun with her this past week. I'm not even going to try and squeeze my name. I'll do it after. Okay, so my next one. I'm behind on this one. And although last time I spoke to you guys, I was behind then as well, but I said I was going to catch up. I haven't. I really haven't. And it is the Temperature Butterflies by the Stitching Mummy. For those that are new, this is another piece I'm stitching twice. Sucker for punishment, that's all I can say. The first one is obviously for this year, for 2022, and then the second one, I've got a needle somewhere, ouch. The second one is for my birth year, 1977, just like a comparison, I suppose, to see how different they'd turn out. I haven't touched mine for 1977 at all, so that is still where it was when I showed you in the last video. I had started, not November, October, but I haven't touched this one since. And then this one, well, hey, let me just pop my needle out because I've left it just sticking in the fabric. It's going in my skin, not good. Anyway, like I said, and then I've got thread everywhere. This one, I've made a good start. This is September, bearing in mind. I should be like nearly finished this one. I don't know, I haven't managed to just get on with it. So that's where we're at. And they're all quite mild colours considering. I mean, we're on, if we look at September, this bottom one here, for my birth year, that is greener, cooler than it is here. And I don't think, well, there is a bit of yellow in there. There's a lot of greens, whereas this one just seems to be like the orangey colours and yellows, very light colours. This one is stitched on 36 count. Oh my days, I haven't done this for ages. 36 count linen in the colour platinum, and then this one is on 40 count silvery moon, and they both work 2/2, and I need to catch up. I am so far behind. I should be finishing October. I was on it this morning, then I got a phone call from Reese asking me to go round earlier. Right, my next one, another one that should be finished by now. I don't know how I'm gonna ever finish any of them since I got so many, but anyway, you guys enjoy me sharing them with you, don't you? It is this one. This one was on Adopt a Whip on Facebook. A lady was getting rid of it. She'd stitched, I think, half of this, and then a tiny bit of this blue down here, and then didn't want it anymore. So along with a few others, I put my name in for it and I got it. So this is going to be Logan's stocking. Logan is my grandson. I was just thinking about how to put that. He's my first grandchild and my only at the moment. So when I won it, it was going to obviously go straight to him when it was done. Now, I haven't done a whole load, but whoops, you've obviously seen all the pictures of where I was before, so I don't need to tell you, but this is where I'm at now. So I finished, do you know what, I'm going to whip it out the frame, because out the hoop even, I'm not sure if I showed you the bottom. I need to get this blinking camera set up right. I finished all the back stitch. I can't remember if I've showed it you since, but I've done all the back stitch around the bunny, the bell, his scarf. There was a little bit of green. Where are we? No, that's not green, that's blue. There was some back stitch in his hat right there, and in the pom-pom thing on top. Then the bell, and then there's some green back stitch in there, but you can barely tell. It's meant to make them look like holly leaves. But anyway, I did all the back stitch there, and then I've gone up and started on the scarf that's on the snowman. And this needs to be finished. I mean, we're going to be in November the day after tomorrow. But it was all that back stitch putting me off. I know what was doing it. So I forced myself. That sounds well, doesn't it? But I did. Sorry, I'm trying to put my needle back in. I forced myself to get it out and finish the back stitch. And once I did, that was it. I was okay, and I cracked on with the next part up. So I just need to stop messing around with it. You know, I'm not, if you know me, I'm not a fan of back stitch, which is why I like a lot of Hades and Tilton Crafts and stuff like that. So back stitch can be annoying. Anyway, my next, where's the sheet? Oh, do you know what? I don't even think I've got one. I'll show you it on my pattern keeper instead. my next piece is this one, Ursula in the silhouette. It's been a little while, I think, since I've touched this one. But if you remember, I'm going to do Ariel on the same piece. Ariel being that one. I'm going to put them both on the same piece of fabric. Just because then you've got like the villain and the princess all on the same sheet. Oh wait, I've got a sheet. It's right there behind hers. Right there, see? It looks better on pattern paper actually. This is the other one that's had a lot of work this week. This has had, sorry, I've got to check my notes. Actually, no, it's not. This has only had 892. I say only, that's pretty good actually. But this is where she's at. I don't even think I need to tell you where. I don't know if you can tell from the picture. I've been filling in a lot of this lighter red. And around Ursula's face. It looks awesome. I did do a little bit of black. I grabbed a strand and then I went back to the red just to break it up. This is on 18 count Ada, and this is Ariel's side, where this black starts is Ariel's half. So I'm going to put Ursula this side, Ariel this side. Ariel is one I had from One Day Saving as a kit, and it was a stamped cross stitch, and I decided to restart even though I'd already done, I don't know how much was it stamped, or did I, do you know what, I can't remember. Anyway, I forget, but I had already started it and I'd done a fair amount, and then I decided when I bought the fabric for Ursula that it was actually big enough to put Ariel on as well. So I did a restart, and they're both now on that piece of fabric. Okay, I've got a lot to tidy up when I'm finished. Anyway, the last one I'm going to show you is the one that I've been working on, yeah, the most. It's actually had more than my Disney Villains piece. And it is this one. Behave. No. There. It is Mini All Cats Go to Heaven. Artwork by Jim Warren, charted by Haid. Now this is one I'm stitching for Kelly. I already did one for her. And she did start this as a diamond painting, but the colours got all messed up, so she asked me to stitch it for her instead. And hold on, my threads are all over the shop. Just because I've only just taken it out of my floor stand. Because I've been actively, let me turn it that way so you get the light. I've been actively working on this one. This is on 25 count, 1/1/4 cross. And I actually completed this diagonal here, and I've started the next one already. You can see another cat's ear, so this is going to be another cat's face right there. So that cat is pretty much, all of her face is done, and these stairs, they look absolutely fabulous. And then I'm only 1, 2, 3 and a bit more diagonals away from the corner, so that's how wide it's going to be. I'd already gridded it to where it's going to be, so you can see how wide it's going to be. But it looks amazing. Kelly likes it. I send her pictures. I just need to crack on with this one. This one has had 2,883 stitches, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days that one had, and I got 2,883. Fabulous. I'm going to put this back in my floor stand, and it's going to have some more work again this week. But it looks great. I absolutely love it. It's coming out lovely. I've got a similar piece that I want to do for myself. I have the chart, I just don't have, I I haven't kitted it up. I've got no fabric or threads for it yet. But I want to show you that one. I always forget between my phone and my tablet which app is where. Maybe later. My drive. There we go. Aids. I have a whole folder in my Google Drive just for all my aids. This is the one. Thank you. It's called Mini Together. It's very, very similar to that one I'm doing for Kelly. It's just a little bit darker. It's like not in daylight. And this is one I want to do for myself. It's still the same kind of idea, the stairways up to heaven. So I have it. I temporarily forgot about it until I think a few days ago. So I really want to get that kitted up now. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's everything. If it's not, I'll end up showing you something else next week then, because yeah, this video is already late as it is. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and you'll be back in the next 2 weeks. I will be doing a, I'm not going to say stitch with me because I can't promise it'll be a stitch with me this time. I might do something else, I don't know, like diamond painting or something, do a drill with me, or just a whip and chat in general. That'll be out Wednesday, I think. Other than that, you'll see me again in 2 weeks for another Flosstube update. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a big thumbs up. That would be so appreciated. Any comments, any questions, leave them down below. And then just take care, stay safe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.